agenbe kutumbo anibo lekelela isenandelenga anibo lelela isenandelenga anibo lekelela
You are now watching the Black Content Corner. You are now watching the Black Content Corner.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Well, to be specific, it's the second episode of season 2 of the Black Content Corner. My name is Kiana. If you're new, come in. And if you're not new and you're returning, give yourself a big hug from me to you. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. I know if you're new, you haven't seen the show yet, but you will. You'll love it. So just go ahead and do it. What if something happens where you get cut off while you're watching the video and then you can't find me again? Remember, Kiana Vision, Kiana Vision, Kiana Vision. But just to make sure that doesn't happen, just go ahead right now. Go ahead right now, take a second, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Don't hit the empty bell. Don't hit the bell with that line. Hit the full bell so you're notified with all the videos that I upload, including my weekly vlogs, the Black Content Corner, and then my little chats when I go live with you. I'm in my bedroom. I figured let's change the scenery. And I'm kind of tired, so I figured when I finish recording, I can just lay down and go to sleep. I literally could just press stop and then fall back. Boom. Right there. Right there. Luckily, you guys, I have on pants today, so you guys are not going to get a peep show. You guys never do. I'm pretty good with not showing my bottom half, but I don't wear pants anymore. I don't know if you guys heard the news, but she doesn't wear pants anymore. So I don't know how this going back to work thing is going to go, but we shall see. I mean, I'm so used to being professional on the top and comfortable on the bottom. How's this going to work? So as you guys saw today, on this episode, the small YouTuber that I'm going to be featuring is no other than Jevans. That's you can find him on YouTube as Jevans_talk. So this was a very special episode to me. Number one, because I'm always nerve-wracked when it comes to the thought of me interviewing people. But Jevans, as soon as I put him on the list for people that I was going to feature on the Black Content Corner this season, it was just like an easy decision, a no-brainer, something that I was excited about. And it's here, and I get to finally do it, or I got to finally do it. And I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation. He's so freaking down to earth. He's so easy to talk to. When we get to the part where I show you, where I interviewed him a little bit, you'll see for yourself. He's really just a great guy, humble, just laid back personality. I mean, it was my pleasure, and I thoroughly enjoyed talking to him. But before we get into Mr. Evans, we're gonna do our Black business shout out. The Black business that I'm shouting out today is called From My Roots. From My Roots is an online store. It's a family-run business. It's based in London, and they bring African products to your home. And it's from many African countries and tribes. Some are handmade, and some are made by the family. So, guys, when I found this page, I was so obsessed with it. I think just like always, I just did a quick, simple search, and I came across this page on Instagram, And I am in love with the products. If I had to describe the products, I would describe them as regal and authentic. You can tell the quality of all of the products on this page. They sell everything from bedspreads, Barbie dolls, jewelry, candles, clothing, bonnets, anything you could think of that you might want to buy online, they have. If you want to go shopping on their website, visit www.frommyrootz.com. I'm going to post a link to their Instagram in the description bar below, and they have their website linked in the bio. They also have a button where you can view and shop and go straight to their products from Instagram. I'm telling you, I've yet to buy something, but I definitely will. But I am really a fan of the bed sheets, the bedspreads. And I've been following this page from, I believe it was July, during the summertime. They hadn't launched yet, but now they're launched as of July 31st. They're open for business, so go ahead and visit their website. Support Black by Black. Alright guys, so we're about to get into our small YouTuber. But first, I want to touch on a few topics just to, throw them out there since we're here at the Black Content Corner. Let's get into the black content. So I just wanted to re-encourage you guys to go ahead and vote. Voter registration was October 5th, so I'm sure you guys already did that. And you can definitely do an early vote, okay? And that's this whole entire month. And as you guys know, election day is not that far away. So I'm just trying to put the bug in your ear. Go and vote. I talk to a lot of woke people who they happen to think that voting, it doesn't matter and our vote doesn't count. Maybe the case. I don't know. It may be the case. I'm not calling nobody dumb. I'm not calling nobody a liar. You feel me? I just know that we didn't always have the right to vote. So just consider that. Let it ponder. If you don't early vote, make it to the polls on November 3rd and place your vote for the next president of the United States. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to say who. You guys are smart. Just get out there, cast your vote, and be a part of change. Don't sit by and stand by and just think everything's going to be okay like you don't have a say-so, because you do have a say-so. That's what they say. They say you got to say so, so stand up and say so. You feel me? It is what it is. I just wanted to encourage you guys once again, and I will keep encouraging you guys until November 3rd when the election day hits. So just putting that out there. Go vote. I was watching an upload from my sister, well, not real sis, but my sis, Amanda Seals, on her YouTube channel, Smart, Funny, and Black. She has this video called The 5 Lies We Tell Ourselves About Voting. And part 1 was so funny, guys. Take a look.
Let's just be honest. We all do it. Ever so often, we lie to ourselves. We tell ourselves that, this outfit looks better than it actually does. We tell ourselves, no, it does make sense for me to make a pot of spaghetti that lasts an entire week so that I don't have to actually make other meals even though I'm in my late 30s. We tell ourselves these things to make ourselves feel better. When I was in my 20s and I was a young, fresh, fly Amanda Diva, I told myself, I know that this rapper that I'm dating is doing songs like, I'm fucking all the bitches, I'm fucking all the hoes. But he loves me though. So I get it. The thing about it though is right now, a lot of lying to ourselves is going down when it comes to the election. So we got to talk about it. Let's get into it. My vote doesn't matter. Now, come on now. Y'all can't possibly believe this, because if your vote didn't matter, they wouldn't work so hard to suppress it. Since black folks have been free, they have been doing everything in their power to make our vote not matter. Gerrymandering, redlining, voter suppression. I mean, at this point, they're gonna do everything but just put the fucking ballots to the flame. So, if you think your vote doesn't matter, just think of it this way. If you didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying so hard to shut you down.
Period. If you haven't already, go over to her YouTube channel. It's Smart, Funny, and Black. Her name is Amanda Seals. Y'all know her from The Real. Go ahead and check her out. I love that podcast, okay? Everything. I was watching TV with my kids. We were trying to find a movie on Disney Plus. I feel like I should cancel that, but I'm gonna keep it for the kids. I'm gonna keep it. Easy access to the movies, right? So I was on Disney Plus, which I only purchased because Beyonce came out with Black is King, and I had to watch it. So, but they hooked me. Well, they didn't hook me. Once Beyonce was done, I was like, okay, I'm done with this. But they got my son. So we were trying to find a movie one night, and we came across this movie short called Blue, and it's by Pixar. You know how they do their little short film. This one, it came out this year, directed by Erica Milsom, 12 or 13 minutes long. Of course, it was animated, but it's of two teenagers who are in a canoe together. I think they're at some sort of camp, and they're on the water. The guy in the short film, he didn't want to take the girl out because she's autistic, and I believe she's Disney's first autistic character. But when I watched this with my kids, it was so enlightening. I work with special needs students, and I felt that the movie's depiction of autism was like spot on. And you know, they was melanated, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. But if you haven't already, go check it out. It was so authentic to the experience of being in communication with children or people with autism. We do have to understand that people are different, you know. And even if I'm gonna go a little further and push the boundary. Yes, the beautiful little girl in this film, she had autism and she was a child, and a lot of the times, a lot of us are not diagnosed. Not only was it shining a light on autism and how to deal with people who are autistic, but to me, I looked at it on a deeper level, and it just showed me that we just need to have patience with each other, because we don't ever know what each other is dealing with. Sometimes it is a little bit easier for us to take people when they have a diagnosis, but let's just try to look at each other like we all have diagnoses, right? But you know, so I brought that film up just because it was a great, to me, very accurate depiction of autism. I was so happy and pleased to see that the characters, they were animated, but they were chocolate characters, you know. So if you guys haven't, go ahead and check it out. I saw it on Disney Plus. It's a Pixar short, so if you have a Fire Stick, I'm sure you can find it on there. Alright, enough pussyfooting. Alright guys, so the first episode was light and fun, and you know, it was a great introduction of the Black Content Corner returning. So on a more serious note, as you guys know, in August of this year, we were all shocked with the news that we got of Chadwick Boseman's passing. I could give you a whole history lesson about Chadwick Boseman, but you can go on Google and you can look that up. I want to talk about him in a personal way, how he affected me personally while he was alive, what he meant to so many people, and in his death, the message that he conveyed to the Black community that I hope you guys really got. You guys remember in February of 2018 when Black Panther dropped and it shook the nation. Chadwick Boseman represented all of our Black kings when he played the character Black Panther. He was the first Black superhero to be put on the big screen. I'm not a major comic book fan or Marvel fan, but I was excited too. I have a son. I knew how exciting it would be for him to see himself on the big screen. And then when you saw his co-stars like Michael B. Jordan, Letitia Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, Denai Carrera, Daniel Kaluuya, Angela Bassett, the list goes on and on and on. Like, you guys already know. That cast was just super lit, and it excited the whole world. Everyone got dressed in their best African attire. We literally, as a community, came together and broke box office record. It was a big moment for us. And then you guys know it inspired even a little later down the line in the year for our prom students to dress in African attire and be proud to be Black. Chadwick Boseman gave us the opportunity to be proud to be Black. It's very rare I come across Black people who don't like being Black. Except for that little girl who was on a Dr. Phil show. Y'all remember her?
I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American.
We're a proud race. We're a proud group of people. In Black Panther, allowed us to show up and show out. In death, Chadwick Boseman further inspired me. No one knew he was sick. He created masterpieces and other works of art and major films while he was battling cancer. Chadwick Boseman is a prime example of the fact that we have no excuse. And listening to his story and watching his journey, I am so inspired by Chadwick Boseman to just push harder, push for the things that I want, and stop making excuses for myself, because there is no excuse. I'm able. We're all able. If you're alive and breathing and God blessed you with another day, then you need to take charge of your life. Work on letting the world know that you were here. We all are going to go one day. The question is, what is your legacy? What did you leave here? What would people say about you after you pass? I know that life is hard, and I know that we get down on ourselves, and we're not robots, so we can only do so much while we still have breath in our lungs, and put our stamp in this lifetime and let everybody know we were here. May his soul rest in peace. I pray for his family, especially his wife. I hope that she has all the support that she needs to deal with this tragic loss. Let's have a moment of silence. So, thank you for allowing me to do that, and let's continue with this episode. So, the small YouTuber, Jay Evans. Jay Evans is one of those people who just has it. His channel consists of celebrity and reality show topics. I want to call it gossip. You know, YouTube is full of the gossip bloggers and people giving us tea on our favorite celebrities. Jay Evans' channel offers something a little bit different to me. And what it offers that I saw that no other channel offered is a respect level. His channel is funny and it's hilarious, but it's not messy. I sat down with Jay Evans earlier this week, and I know his government name, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put it out there like that. We're just gonna call him Jay Evans. But I sat down with him earlier this week, and I did a small interview that I thoroughly enjoyed. So take a look at the conversation that we had.
I was about to kill myself.
I know. I was like, what's going on? Just tell everybody a little about yourself, your name, where you're from, stuff like that.
Okay. I'm Jay Evans. I'm in Dallas, Texas. A little bit about me is I started my YouTube channel like back in 2009. I was just strictly on here to listen to music. I love music. Being in the middle of the pandemic, I just got like really bored because I had to start working from home. And I just saw like different people talking about stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm always running my mouth. My friends are always saying, you need to try it. So in July, I finally tried. I started uploading videos. I talked about like celebrity entertainment. I tie in other little stuff. And that was the start of me doing it.
Oh, that's what's up. So you didn't pre-plan it. You just fell into it because that's the same way I did. The pandemic gave me time. So I was like, let me start.
Yeah, that was it. I saw other people like doing different things, but I've always been like kind of opinionated.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm open to somebody saying, well, I might not agree with you. So I just wanted to be able to talk about certain stuff, get feedback from people. And that was just it. I just got tired of being at home.
I know that's right. But you do it well. The reason that I wanted to feature you is because first, you're a small YouTuber. I feature small YouTubers on my platform because there's so many small YouTubers that do great work. They put a lot of effort into their channel and they do it, but we're just not seen yet. I think it's just a timing thing, and you just got to put in the work a little bit, so people are not going to see you right away. But your channel, what I loved about your channel so much is, everybody does the gossip. Like, it's a lot of people who do gossip channels on YouTube, right? I even thought about it, but I'm like, I couldn't do it. But what I love about your channel is that it's just not messy. for some reason you deliver information, and we you have conversations about the TV shows and celebrities, but you don't push the envelope so much. It's respectable, it's hella funny, and it's not disrespectful. It's just really, it's a good vibe. I listen to you all the time while I'm working, so that's really a big reason why I want to feature you. Yeah, I really do enjoy your channel. It tends to be messy out here with these and then people just deliver like false information, and I don't think that your channel, I don't think you're reaching on your channel. I think you just tell it like it is, give your opinion, and it's done, So as far as YouTube, what are some of your goals or future endeavors that you want to incorporate on your YouTube channel, or that you're looking forward to do?
I want to keep like growing, building. Like I'm at like 600 subscribers, and I just started in July.
July?
Like started doing videos in July.
Oh wow.
But I want to keep doing some of like the gossip entertainment, but I kind of like doing it in a way that's kind of respectful. Like there are certain things that I won't talk about or touch on, and to me it's like a difference if I'm saying gossip and saying this is a fact. So I want to keep it like respectful. I kind of want to incorporate other stuff into it, because I've noticed like if I do a video on a serious matter, it might get like 50 views.
Right.
But if I do a video on something where it's allegedly this happened, so I had to be smart and say, let me slide this in about voting and pull you into it. So
yes. You got muted. The last thing I heard was you said, like when it comes to voting, like you incorporate that in there, because people really, it is true, people really do gravitate towards the drama and people's business. It is, I struggle with it, because it's like you will get views if you do the mess, but if it's not who you are, it's not going to be fun to create content, right?
No. So I just learned, and I'm still learning how to like tie it in together. Like on Sundays, I do like a full show. So I just mix the gossip in with the important stuff. Like I want you to know to get out there and vote, or I want you to know, what's going on in the world. So it's just about tying it in, and I'm still learning, but I'm having fun with it.
And what that matters, yeah.
Yeah, but one day I would like to get a talk show. I want to win an image award. That's what I want to do.
Oh.
With mine, like some acting gigs and writing a book.
I know that's right. That's why I asked, because it really isn't enough. I'm not saying that people should be like running around with chickens with their head cut off, but it is important to set goals. You know what I'm saying? See where you see it going. I definitely see you going far. Like I don't know you personally, but I tend to watch people whose energy is calm and nurturing and like, just not messy. And I feel like that's what you are, and I feel like that's what's gonna allow you to go further, But yeah, definitely keep doing what you're doing. What you're doing is great. Like I can watch you all day, and I don't think if you talk about a topic that it is hard to hear your opinion about it. Sometimes when you talk about things, or people bring a subject matter up and people have their opinions, people don't want you to get a word in edgewise. They're like, no. But with you, when I watch your channel, it's like, okay, I can see that, I get it. I get why you feel this way. And then you have great discernment. So you're not just saying anything,
Yeah.
I can respect that. I love your channel. I really do. Okay, so yes, you told me that I could ask you
anything.
Right?
Yep, anything.
And I appreciate you saying that, because, of course, I wanted you on this channel so you can highlight your channel. And I honestly do believe that if people just go there, it speaks for itself. You're very consistent on uploading, which is what they tell us YouTubers to do. So you got that done,
That's hard. It's hard.
I'm not even there yet. I'm not consistent, but I'm trying to, be consistent with this Black Content Corner and stuff. But so you got that down. you're personable, you have great content, so kudos to you. People will see for themselves. Y'all can go over to his channel and see his content. But what I really wanted to talk about on this channel was, because this is the Black Content Corner, and I want to use this platform for Black people to come together. It's kind of like a connecting hub, where I can refer you to different channels and different content that is inspiring, right? So, as you know, I had a whole situation, right? We're not gonna go over the whole situation, right? If y'all know the situation, go back to my older videos, right? But you were one of the people. I had like about 5 people hit me in my inbox and tell me I understood what you were saying, whether you agreed with me or not, but basically dealt with me very gently, and I do appreciate that, because I'm not perfect and I do have views, but it was just to really start the conversation, right? And so, being that you're a part of the community, I wanted to know what your stance was on the issues that I talked about in my video. Okay, so my stance was, I didn't feel like the community should be separated. I don't think we need 2 hashtags. I think we just need 1, right? So what is your stance on that, being a part of the community?
Okay. Before I say it, let me say, like you said, when you say your thoughts on how you feel, some people get so up in arms. This is just my thoughts, in my opinion. Like when a lot of stuff happened, like with George Floyd, with Breonna Taylor, like different things, they started saying Black Lives Matter. And then some people from the gay community felt like, okay, we have to just have this separate thing and we have to let our voice be heard. I'm like this. The one issue is the focus. It's not taking anything away from the LGBT community, but it's the focus of this has happened to a Black life. If somebody does not agree with that, that does not make them right or wrong. And people love to attack people if people don't agree with them. Like, somebody could say to me, Jay Evans, I don't agree with gay people. I don't like it. Guess what? That's fine. If you like it, if you don't like it, that's not gonna stop me from paying my car note. It's not gonna stop me from paying my rent. It's not gonna stop you. So it's like, I'm a human being before anything. My sexuality is only this much of who I am. And I just sort of sometimes feel like we live in a world now where it's more accepted to be gay and it's more cool. And if a person makes a statement, people are like on it. I felt like you were really saying how you felt. It wasn't any disrespect. But part of a conversation is, let me share my thoughts with you. Let me tell you how I feel. And I really think, I don't know you personally, like we've connected through this, but I really feel like you're the kind of person, from watching your videos, even, and I read the comment, you were respectful. And some of the people to me were like disrespectful. Like, to me, it's just a thing about somebody saying what they think and how they feel. And sometimes you might can educate a person, but like the attack thing, I'm not cool with that. I do think like the whole LGBTQ thing, let's just focus on Black Lives Matter. Let's not make it into, oh, this is our story. Oh, we got a whole different story. We're at a time now where we have more rights ever than before, but to like do the thing where it's a divide and you're being attacked and this person, that's not helping the cause. So I just felt like, I don't think you meant any harm, and that's just what it was.
Yes, I really didn't mean harm. I really didn't. And my stance on it was, I just thought that if we could communicate better as a community within each other, then even trans or people in the community wouldn't even have to speak for themselves, because we had the conversation already, and then I can speak up for the trans community and say, wait, no, they're being done wrong. Things are happening in the community, even though they had progress. But I had to shine a light on the fact that the community has had progress, because I wanted to put things into perspective. as far as not making it too busy, not making what was happening after George Floyd's execution too busy, you know. But we all know it's so many issues in our community, we can't hide from them, you know. And that's not to say that no one's issue is less important than another group's issue. I just felt like, you know, come together. Let's just try to come together. And I did say, shut the fuck up.
And that's okay.
You know, here's the thing. I was passionate.
Yeah.
I was feeling very passionate about it. And if you go through my channel, you will see that I don't say that normally. I'm not just out here cussing people out. So I was just very emotional. But I came back and apologized, not because I'm like, I didn't believe in what I said. I apologized for the way that I said it. Who's gonna listen to you when you're cussing at them, right? So yeah, the goal, I think, is just to come together. And with everything happening, I was not privy. Like, I understood that there was a divide in our community and that the LGBTQ community had their issues, but I wasn't privy to the fact that it was so deep, like we were so divided, or that the LGBTQ community was at war with other Black members, or I say Black men in the community. Like, I knew it, but I didn't know it. So I didn't want to come off insensitive to the struggle, you know? So my next question to you is, do you feel that there is a divide between us in the Black community with the LGBTQ community and others? I'll just say others, because, you know, other groups. But I feel like right now 2 hashtags are always trending, which is Black Lives Matter, and then you got like the Black, you know, community, Black trans lives. Like, it's 2 major hashtags. So do you feel like it's a divide in the community?
Okay, and I'm gonna be honest. I feel like in some cases it is a divide, but then us in the gay community, we're divided amongst each other. So we do, in certain situations, have discriminations and things we have to fight for, but we need to first get right with each other, because a long time ago, if you were gay and if you were over 30, you were considered old. If you were gay and your waist size was not a 32 or a 34, you were considered fat before being thick really came into style. So I feel like a lot of times, and I'm not saying all, because I know some people, oh, he's just going against his own people. No, I'm telling the truth.
Right.
A lot of times we are divided amongst ourselves, and a lot of times we can be hateful and mean towards each other. And we first need to fix ourselves. But yes, people still deal with a lot of problems. And it's usually always religion. It's nothing wrong with a person having their beliefs, but it's always some people from the religious world knocking it, saying different stuff. And, you know, if you think it's a sin, it's a sin. But if you're overeating, if you're stealing, if you're lying, if you're cussing, all of those things is, and God is not going to just be like, oh, this and that. And I mean, to me, I just look at it like this. Why are you so worried about what somebody does with their life, who they sleep with, whatever acts they do behind closed doors? Right. I think the world has changed for the better, and it is much better, but it is like a lot of struggles going on. But what people can do, what you're doing now, is just talk about it. Like, if those people to me would have talked to you, not came at you crazy, but just talked to you, then they would get what I'm getting now and know, okay, she's cool. You know, it's just about dialogue.
I completely agree with you, because just like you said, and that was one of the things I referenced, but I couldn't speak on it because I'm not a part of the community. So I don't really know all the issues that exist in the community, but I have heard. I'm a fan of so many people in the community that you hear it through the grapevine. You know what's being said, you know? And so, and I feel the same way about the Black community in general. I think we just need to be gentle with one another. You know, like, we all go through different things, but as a whole, right now, the world is shining a light on systemic racism that affects all Black people. So it can't be beneficial to us to try to see who is more effed up and who needs more help and who has gotten further and more and progressed more. That's irrelevant.
I think you need to be united. Forget the other stuff, handle that later. Just be united.
Right. Because, and even if, and I challenge anybody who watches this, even if you don't agree with the lifestyle, don't think about it. Just think about the person and the fact that every person's life matters. It doesn't. Who cares who's sleeping with who's doing what? Nobody cares. Like, I don't. Yeah. When I see people, I take them for face value. I see your heart. I see what you do. I see what you represent. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even care about skin color, but I know it's relevant. I know people do. So I guess I gotta care. And that's why I'm creating this for Black people to kind of, just, we all the same. You know what I mean? It was very frustrating. And I don't even think that the comments that I was getting was a representation of the community. I think that was strictly her fan base, and they was just going hard for, her. So I don't even hold it against nobody, but I always think, what can we do? So my next question is, what do you think, or what are the steps and the measures that we can take towards becoming more united?
It's simple. Just talking to people, like, stop going into stuff with like a mindset or like a set opinion, but just take the time to talk to somebody, to get their thoughts on something, but take it in and listen with your ears and not your mouth, because I cannot stand people that do that. It's not like you're right and I'm wrong, or I got to make you see. Just listen, take it in, and then you can come back to the person and be like, you know what, I had time to think about it, this what it is. And I think people are just cold now when it comes to certain stuff. Just try to be more open with your heart. Like, feel. Just stop being cold. But just talk to people. Just talk to somebody. Like you said, you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to love it. But as a human being, everybody wants to be respected.
Everybody. And especially, I feel especially our men, whether they're gay or straight or whatever. If you are a Black man, I feel like you should be held to Black women too, but if people say that Black men are supposed to be the leader of the household, whether they're straight or gay, or, I feel like, how is somebody supposed to get self-confidence enough to lead if we're not being respectful? Like, we just got to be respectful. And that's it to me. But yeah, so I just really wanted to get your take on that. And I wanted to ask somebody in the community. Like I said, people have reached out to me, and I've so appreciated it, because that's a lot when you've got a lot of people coming to your one little direction. And I'm like, what? I didn't know what to do. It just felt so like overwhelming. And then for me to have been a fan and then be called homophobic was like, no, I'm not, and I really think that the examples that I was given in the video were probably offensive, but I just wanted to kind of challenge people in the community to be, just like you said, I said shut the fuck up, but I've heard worse in the community. We know the community is catty. It's all about shade and, so even that, it doesn't encourage an atmosphere to have a responsible conversation. I get it's the fun part of it, but when we do have conversations like this, I do think they can be successful. I try to find every day platforms where I see straight Black men talking to gay Black men, or trans women, I'm sorry. What do you think the problem is? Why do you think straight Black men in the Black community are being so violent towards the trans women and gay men?
I think some of it, because I just can't say, I know all of the reasons why. I think some of it is some guys just have this thing where it makes me more of a man if I don't like a trans person or a gay person. There are a lot of guys that are not like that. And then some of the guys, you might be questioning your own self. And it's funny to me, even the ones that are like, okay, I don't have a problem with it as long as you don't come on to me. Don't flatter yourself. Because the same way you're looking at me like, I don't want to go there, I'm looking at you like, I'm never going to go there. It's just, people a lot of times hold on to like, if you look at like a lot of older people that have a problem with it, it's because of the time they come from, their beliefs. And some guys, not all, I'm going to say some, think it might make them less of a man. If I'm hanging out with my friends and I see Sean, who's gay, and we cool, but I can't speak to Sean because everybody going to be like, oh, you, yeah. So it's just that. And it's just people not communicating with people, people feeding into stereotypes or just thinking certain things. Because if I'm Jay Evans, I'm cool with me, I'm gay, I'm not gonna say, if you my friend and you straight, oh, you got to be gay, oh, you got to like this. No, it's just people need to leave that hang up at the door and just be open-minded. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, and I think it's that simple too. We have to be willing to have the conversation and be understanding. Just like you said, there's a plethora of reasons why a man would be angry. You know, not just because they just woke up this morning, they just want to hate gay people. There's pressure in our community. You know the word. You know what you call when you just walk up. You're young and you walk. Oh no, he probably gonna grow up and be gay. It's like, enough. You know, like, let's leave everybody alone. You know, but I think that is it. And I don't think, like, I was so excited about the progress that we was about to make, but when that situation happened, I was like, oh no, we can't go further because there's so many things to talk about. And that's just kind of what I want to do, because I do want to see laws passed for us as a whole. I do want to see progress for us, not us fighting and then nothing gets done. I'm going to go back to YouTube. How do you think, or I would say, do you have any advice for your apple pies? Fellow small YouTubers, what advice do you have for them?
My first thing would be, do not give up. Like,
number one and the most important, my gosh.
Always remember, it's gonna be trial and error. You're gonna learn, you're gonna make mistakes. And to me, it's really learning as you grow. But believe in yourself. Like, even when you feel like, why am I making this video? Nobody's gonna watch it. Guess what? If it's a video, like I did a video on Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter, right? Mm-hmm. That video got 50 views. I did a video about Jaguar Wright and the allegations on Tevin Campbell, right?
Right.
That video first got like 4,000 views, Ken, and now that video is at 9,000.
Wow. I saw it too, yeah.
I'm taking something that I'm really passionate about and serious about in another topic that I like. But guess what? For the 50 people that saw it, they could have got something out of it. They could have been affected by it. So always just remember how big or how small you make a difference, and just keep grinding, keep believing in yourself. Like, learn as you go, but don't give up. That's the important thing. Do not give up, and just stay true to what you want to do.
I know that's right. That's great advice, because I give up all the time. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I stop constantly because I don't have popular content, but I do feel like I get the messages and they're pretty intimate and direct toward, to me, whether it's in my DM or my comments, and I'm so appreciative of them, but they inspire me to keep going. So I completely agree with you. Even if your content is not popular, don't doubt yourself. Just keep going. So, and
be clever with your stuff, because it's tricks you can use. Mm-hmm. Like I said, when I do a topic that's like a gossip topic, I can still talk about Kamala Harris possibly being the vice president and next in line to be the president. I just figure out a way to tie it in together.
Right. And people, they buy into you. So at the end of the day, if people are coming back to your channel, they're gonna see your content because they've already subscribed because of you and your personality. It's not so much like clickbait anymore. So
Yeah.
when you do that, yes, you are getting in quality information. I think it's all quality. I mean, entertainment is quality to me too. But I get what you're saying. But yeah, that's why I love your channel. It's very responsible. It's not like a prude channel where it's like you're not gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun, but it's just not messy. It feels good.
Yeah.
I love that about that channel. I swear I do. What do you want to say to your audience? What do you want to say to your apple pies? What do you want them to know?
I want them to know that I'm always open to feedback. I'm always open to comments. If you want me to talk about something, drop it to me in a DM, comment, I do it. But I want them to know I'm just like them. I'm living my regular life. I love a good laugh. I love to have a good time. And I'm just gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes and I'm gonna keep going. But I want everybody to know that anything is possible. Like, there are certain things that I wanted and I didn't know how they would happen. And I just had that like intuition or belief, like, okay, I remember one time, this is stupid. I wanted an Impala, right? Because I saw this dude on a high-speed chase with the police and he ran the police, like just ran off from them because he had his Impala. And I was like, I want an Impala. So I was like, I'm not gonna get the Impala. Like, I need to work my credit out. I don't have money if they stand for a down payment. I got my Impala.
Right.
With no money down. And my credit worked out. So I said that to say, even if you don't know how it's gonna happen, even if you don't know the way that it's gonna go, name it and claim it. Put it out in the atmosphere and it'll happen. So that's what I want everybody to know. Just name and claim whatever you want. And if you want my apple pies, or if you just want to look and say, okay, let me check them out, do it. Just name and claim whatever you want and it can happen.
Sometimes you forget you're not in control, right? You forget that when you're doing stuff that you don't gotta be running around here, it don't make a difference because it's already said, it's already done. So.
It is. And you might not get what you want right now because it might not be the time for it. That's something I had to learn. Be careful what you ask for because you might get it, but not the way you want it. But when it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
It'll happen. That's great advice. That really is great advice. I got to sit on that when we get off of here because I needed to hear that again. I was reading my Bible this morning, but yes, that's great advice. Tell everybody, tell your apple pies, my subscribers, your new apple pies, and your apple pies, where they can find you.
Okay,
well, y'all can. Outlets.
I'm on social media. I'm a visionary because that's Kiana's subscriber thing. But if you want to find me, my page here is the letter J .Evans _ talk to talk. I'm also on Instagram with the same name, the letter J Evans _ talk to talk. And I just made like a Facebook page. I don't know what's up with it, but I'll fix it. It's that same name. And Twitter is just J Evans _ talk. They ratchet. They wouldn't even let me put the whole thing. So that's where y'all can find me.
Oh, that's what's up. Do you ever go live? I was wanting to know. I never caught you live, but do you ever go live?
I haven't went live. Like, I know you can go live, I think, on your laptop. Mm-hmm. But if I want to do it from my phone, I think I need like 1,000 subscribers. Mm-hmm. But I'll work on it when I get there because, like, when I first started doing videos, right, I will flub and then start over and flub. Now I can just do it. If I fumble over a word, I just keep going and just keep going. But I'll work on the live, pretty soon and see how it goes.
Yeah, because since I've been going live, I feel like I've built a stronger connection with my subscribers. And it's not many, but it means everything when I go live and I get them 6 solid people to join me live. Oh, I love it so much. It's the best. But if you go live, I'm going to get my whole life. Like, I love watching people's lives and being a troll. Not a troll, like a bad troll, but I love just typing and commenting, and it's a good time. So yeah,
I love you live. Like when you were painting the pumpkin and then you were playing the violin, I was like, wait, that's what made me just really like you, because I was like, okay, when I went through your videos and you were just saying real stuff like, I got this sandwich from Walmart, I'm finna try it, y'all, or just different stuff. It's like, it's approachable and relatable, and I love that. But your lives, yes, They give me my life. I be watching their work. I be listening and just cracking up.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I like to be relatable. I feel like your channel is like that too. Like, you're not going to somebody's channel who is just trying to be messy and get clicks. Like, of course, the goal is to get views so we can be monetized, but you don't seem thirsty for it. It seems like you enjoy it, and I love that part about it. I listen to it just cooking. I'm always laughing. I love when you come on and you tell everybody everything is a legend, and then you tell them what you own. I'm like, oh my God. I'm always watching just to see what is he gonna say. I think the last one that killed me was the blue bonnet butter. Like, what? So funny, I swear.
It started from me standing with my friends, like when we talking about something. It just started from us saying allegedly, and then, you know, the whole soup thing. I don't need you trying to sue me, baby, because the only thing I own outright is this little wine in this glass I'm about to drink.
I know that's right. I'm like, what is he gonna say this time? And every time, I'm like, I laugh like it's the first time. It's hilarious. Y'all, if you go over there and you watch his channel, you're gonna want to subscribe. It's not gonna be something that you feel like you have to do. You know, and then it's just a time to relax. I play you on Friday night. I go, if I don't catch you when you upload, I love to catch 3 videos at once or 2, and then just play them. And I have my glass of wine, and it's a good time, you know?
Yeah.
So I thank you for your good content. I thank you for coming on here with me. And, you know, just being candid. Even you answer my questions. And I don't want you I'm not going to let nobody talk bad under this video. Period.
Oh, they can say whatever. I'm open to it. My grandma raised me, and she a hard hitter, baby. So I've heard it all. So.
Period. Like, you know, I just don't. This is not for negativity. And you stated your opinion, even if you didn't agree. Even if we didn't agree, I would want you to know I'll still respect you. And if you was like you was wrong for that, and I would still. I mean, it's a conversation that needs to be had. So. Thank you for just being so open and candid and respectful. Thank you so much for joining my show. Like, you know, it's everything.
Listen, it was cool. Like I said, you could ask me anything. It was cool. The comments, I mean, I don't really, one way or the other, people, you know, they can say what they feel, and I'm cool with that too.
Right.
So,
period.
Yeah.
That's it. You know? I hope you guys enjoyed that interview as much as I enjoyed doing it. I thank Jay so much because he told me when I hit him up on IG in his DMs, he told me, you can ask me anything. And I wasn't prepared to ask him the questions that I asked him, but I felt it in my heart. I felt it in my heart that if somebody in the community was willing to speak candidly with me and have a respectful conversation, which I think we had, I'm going to take advantage of it. And I was so happy that he was one of the people that I got to have that conversation with initially. And I plan to have more conversations like that on my platform. So again, thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. I really enjoyed myself that day. So thank you again for not speaking. I hope you guys are really enjoying yourselves, because I'm still enjoying myself. And the episode is not done yet, guys, because you know the format. We're gonna get into we're gonna get into our IG spotlights. Okay, guys, so the IG spotlight today goes to a group called the Joy Official Music. The Joy Official Music group is a group of 5 young men that are from South Africa. They are from the Zulu tribe. Now, guys, I don't know much about this group because how did I find out? My sister posted them in our sister group chat, and I was like, who is these people? And they sing so beautifully, guys. The only thing I have to offer you is their Instagram. I don't know much about them. I know. I just encourage you guys to go over there because the music is powerful. I do believe that they have an Instagram, a YouTube, and they do have a Gmail where you can book them. I encourage you guys, I know that they've been trending. I don't think that they're a super huge group. You can check out videos on their YouTube page or on their Instagram. But go over there and check them out. But before you go, before this episode is done, I'm going to show you a few clips from their IG page. Take a look.
Bafana bakithi sofele manyane Corona eyasenze Highway bafana bakithi sofele manyane
Agenbe kutumbo Sina sino Agenbe kutumbo Sina sino
So guys, today's episode is complete. There's more to come, okay? So don't fret, don't be sad. You know what I'm about to say. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. The Black Content Corners come on every Monday at 5 p.m. and I go live right after at 6 o'clock. See you guys there, okay? But thank you again, guys, for showing up and showing out. Leave me comments. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Just, connect with me down there, okay? So thank you guys for joining me again. Don't forget to join me live right after this. I'll see you there. Bye.
We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe.
The struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. Or some of you went through something traumatic. You made it to the top of the hill, but not without scars and bruises. Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is. Everything that you fought for was not for yourself. It was for those that come after.